horrible with these updates and these videos. I want to do them so bad, and ADHD brain and just bad focus and forget about it. But I've got the AC on today. Luckily, the storm came through and kind of cooled everything off, so the air conditioning can actually work in the shop for a change, which is a relief. Last week, it was 106 and 107 in here, and let me tell you, it was miserable. I had sweat dripping off me. I was dying. I drank more water than a camel, I promise you. But wanted to give a quick update on the cars and also tell you about something exciting coming up as a reminder for you guys. First off, first things first, TougeCon is in 7 weeks. If you do not know what TougeCon is, Google it. Look at the pictures. Join their community page on Facebook. Get involved and do not miss out. It is an absolute blast. The guys up there have done an amazing job curating a 2-day absolute JDM festival that is so much fun, with driving through the mountains of Northwest Arkansas. The underground meet, everything about it is just a blast. So getting the S13 ready for that. I'm gonna go ahead and check over the alignment after the drift event, do a nut and bolt check. I'm building end plates for it, just to kind of give them a more street car, kind of gnarly, almost animal style vibe to it, and then ordering a new set of wheels for that car. Really excited to get those, get them on the car, give it its street car wheels, as I will say. That build's done. The S13's done. Now it's just maintaining it. But I've wanted a set of nice wheels for that car for a while, as street wheels. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil myself and order a set. The FD here is kind of just in limbo, waiting. As you can see, let me see if I can get the gimbal to cooperate. The K series is in there. It's nice and happy. I'm happy. The car is sitting tight, just kind of waiting for me. Daniel was nice enough to bring me a set of 295s, which I'm gonna test fit. The 295s will go up front. For reference, these are 265s. These are from the S13. I just threw them on there as rollers until I order wheels for this thing. So the FD is in the shop, just kind of waiting on me. Mainly what I'm waiting on is just time. I have it, but I'm waiting to get everything together. For this build, I don't want to just nickel and dime myself, buy a part, install it, buy a part, install it. I want to kind of have a massive list of parts already here that I can just get after the car and keep motivation on it as I work on it. So it's just kind of waiting for me to get onto it. I've got the 8.6 inside. Yesterday was 8.6 day. Worked on it for a little bit, got the radio working, which was pretty cool. Going through right now and working with the wiring harness. So of course, with a car that's been sitting for 20-something years, mice made a home in there, chewed a couple wires. I'm just kind of checking over everything, making sure everything's good. And then I also installed the nice motor. So that was the update with it. This motor came from Jesse, just outside of Memphis. Jesse was beam swapping his SR5. I was able to pick up this clean motor that was known running versus one that don't know when it ran or why the car was parked. So threw the nice motor in there. Let me go ahead and swap screens. So threw the nice motor in there from Jesse. As you can see, it's bolted in, it's nice. I went ahead and while the engine was out and power washed everything, cleaned it up quite a bit. You can see a little bit of rust here, but luckily it's nothing horrible. It's all worthy of just being scrubbed out and then treated. So as I was in here, I went ahead and did the full T3 suspension kit that I bought for the car, which converts the front coilovers, did fresh top hats, AGX inserts, polyurethane bushings all over the place, control arms, all of that. Then did roll center corrector. So the car's got a really nice suspension kit now from T3 that'll handle a lot better than it did. Of course, you know, it definitely needed a suspension upgrade anyways. So I've got a carburetor rebuild kit for the carburetor. We'll worry about, you know, doing performance things to this thing. I've got to decide if I want to keep the car. I am on the fence of keeping the car. I do like it. I do want it. I'm so excited and ready to get to building on this dude that it's almost bothering me to have this thing because I want to work on this, and I'm also jealous because I want to work on this. And that's only one person with two fairly good projects, but this car's got solid bones, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I've got a little 12 volt, 3 PSI electric fuel pump coming. I'm gonna get rid of the mechanical, do the electric one. Got a new fuel line, vacuum line. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I can get this car to bust off, I think it'll give me the motivation to move forward with getting it where it can move in and out of the shop. And then I'll just keep tinkering on it and getting it where it's drivable and go down the street. Then I'll sand it down and we'll go down that road with this car and I'll throw a little bit of money at it. What else? Oh, I did find something pretty cool. I know everyone's like, oh, it's an SR5. That means you got a 4AGE swap it, man. That motor's not worth anything. They actually are. Like for years, what was there? Single cam motors. And what did people do with them? They reground the cams and they made them work. I found out that Schneider Cams actually does that with these. You can actually send them a camshaft. For 150 bucks, they can regrind it into whatever performance grind you want. 80 bucks for a set of upgraded springs. So realistically, I could do springs, cam. Now it revs out to 8 gram. It's got more performance. And then on top of that, I can put a Weber carburetor on this thing and make this little dude sing. And I know people are like, ooh, what about carburetors? Well, like people side draft 4AGEs all the time. A 4AGE, can't say that fast. Say it 3 times fast, I dare you. The 4AGE, people put side drafts on them anyway, so carburetors are not that big of a deal. And besides, you're dealing with 4 carburetors or 1 carburetor. So I'll do the Weber on it if I decide I am going to keep it, and then regrind the cam, put a nice little exhaust system on it, and the power it makes is the power it makes. At the end of the day, it's an 8.6. These aren't meant to be high horsepower, gnarly cars. You're supposed to just have fun with them for what they are, which is what? A little tiny 4-cylinder Japanese car that we just rip around and think is cool, and I got overhyped by Initial D. But at the end of the day, it's cool. I'm happy. I got the radio working. I think I already said that, and I'll have to post that little clip in there. But I think that's the update. Sorry, I got a little brain fogged there for a second. Just got so much going on my plate. I did get a new toolkit. Let me show you that real quick. To show you guys my newest tool. Big thank you to Vibrant Performance for this one. Check this out. Gonna make my life a whole lot easier with a whole toolkit meant for putting AN lines together. So whenever I start building everything, oil lines and fuel lines and all those lines for the FD, I've got the entire Vibrant Performance tool that goes from -4 up to -12. This is going to make life easier. So basically what this does is, you know how you get really mad because your stainless braided line just destroys your fingertips, or the nylon just frays out and then you're mad and then you've wasted lines. You have to make like 17 cuts just to get a fitting together. Nah, not anymore. Bam. Clamp it all together, tool it in, and you're done. Makes it so much better. So massive thank you to Vibrant Performance for taking care of me with this one. So that's the update on the toys right now. FD's on pause, tinkering on this. Hopefully I can get this little dude to fire up and then kind of just make a decision. Do I want to go ahead and keep it? Do I want to sell it? I don't know. I'm waiting on the title anyway, so once the title gets here, we'll kind of figure it out. I do have my little mini bike for sale if anybody is interested. Mini bike. Yeah, hit me up. I want to sell it. I'm probably going to use the money to buy myself a tubing bender. I want to go ahead and get one with 1.5 and 1.75 dies to start bending stuff. Do some cage work on the, I want to do a half cage on the FD, and then do some stuff for my truck. I know Laverne wants to do some stuff. So if I can find somebody that wants to trade for a tubing bender, sweet. If not, it's for sale. Hit me up. I talked about TougeCon, talked about both cars. Oh, drift events, real quick. I took the opportunity to go up weekend before last to Northwest Arkansas. Jeff Groff, he moved out from Cali. He's now here, has set up drifting in Northwest Arkansas. And let me tell you, it is a blast. Those guys are a really good group of people. Jeff's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a super good dude. Track conditions are nice, like concrete. It's got a lot of mechanical grip, but it's really gentle on tires. Like Kenda's lasted me a good long time. So I'm excited to try out Zank Novas when I order those and see how the car does. Hopefully they don't have as much sidewall roll as the Kendas do. That's my only complaint on those, as I've noticed. The KR20s for the past year, the sidewalls just roll really hard on those tires. But anyways, that's beside the point. Jeff's done a fantastic job. The Northwest Arkansas guys are a blast to drive with. Really had a fun event. It was cool for me to go to a drift event and not work. I was just there to drive and have fun and hang out, and I loved it. Car performed amazing. Oh my gosh, like I cannot stress this enough. When you get car control down on, you know, no angle kit, just get out there in your S13, your Mustang, whatever you're gonna be driving. Learn your car, move to WiseFab or whatever angle kit your heart desires. I can't vouch for the other ones, but I can say after having WiseFab, it is the most magical thing in the world on my car. It gave me so much confidence and excitement. I struggled with the modded knuckle kit that I had. I did good on small venues, but once I got into big venues where I could kind of use the car's power and its potential, it just wasn't working out for me. So this was my first time on WiseFab, and oh my gosh, was it so much fun. Like there was times I was like, uh-oh, I might wash. Nope, little more angle, and the car just took it. And through all the angle, did all the sliding, had fun. Like I bobbled and messed around a little bit, but like overall, I think I maybe rotated the car out like 3 times out of the 20 plus. I probably did 25 laps, and absolutely loved it. Like just put on a really good show, had fun. It was exciting. It made me feel good. So I'm excited to get back into the car. I will be back out there September 23rd, which is the day after TougeCon. I'm going to go up there and make it a 3-day weekend with the car. 2 days of cruising and car shows with TougeCon, then a full day of drifting. And yeah, so that's the update with all the cars, with all the stuff I've got going on. It's chaos, I know, but it's fun. We thrive off this, don't we? We thrive off the punishment. Anyways, I'm Mike. Good catching up with you guys. If you need anything, give me a holler. Talk to you guys soon.